So good afternoon, Saurav, and welcome to this interview. Thank you very much for coming for this interview today.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Thanks for actually inviting me. I'm honored.
Yeah. So basically, Saurav, last year in August, you joined this personal coaching, and since then you have been in the personal coaching, right? And
Right, sir.
last year's viewed, last year that is 22, 23, 21, 22, I believe, right? 21, 22, you did a total premium of 46 lakhs. And you are averaging around between 40 to 50 in the last 2-3 years.
Correct,
That's
sir.
what I understand, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this year, after you joined the personal coaching between August to December, you have completed 28 lakhs and you did a phenomenal, batting of 1.98 crores, which is almost 2 crore premium in the JFM quarter. So first of all, heartiest congratulations, Saurav. It's not something, where it's a very, very great achievement. I think in these days and times when insurance is becoming a very, very, difficult job, and most people are finding it difficult to really get very big premiums. You work with the Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance Company. You're from Bangalore, and you joined this personal coaching in August. So let us quickly start. I would like you to, explain to our viewers a detailed information about this journey of personal coaching and, all about you, so that people can take inspiration from, role models like you, and they can actually start, thinking about how they can also change their life and their business permanently. So, sir, first question that I want to ask you is, can you just briefly introduce yourself, your background and how you got into insurance? Because I think one of the things that people should know about is, a brief about the background, so that they can then correctly connect your story properly. So what is your background? Why did you join insurance? How did you come into insurance? Tell me a little bit about your family and your educational background, very briefly.
So, sir, thanks for giving me the opportunity. Basically, I am from West Bengal, a place called Aurangabad. It's almost 90 kilometers away from Kolkata. It's some small town, and I born and brought up there. Till my higher secondaries, I was actually there. And later after my schooling, I moved to Bangalore for my engineering. Basically, my father is a retired businessman now, and my mom is a retired high school teacher. We are basically from a conservative family background, but when the freedom and support comes to picture, my parents actually given full support. Whatever I wanted to do, they have actually supported me. And as I told, I came to do my engineering in Bangalore for extra pocket money. One of very close, I can say, my cousin brother who joined Aditya Birla those days as a manager. He actually given me an opportunity because I was looking for something for my extra pocket money those days. So those days he joined, and he actually given me the opportunity to join as an advisor of this company. So those days 100 hours classroom training used to happen, but the meaning of life insurance was not very, very clear to me. Always I think that somebody take insurance, he or she passed away, family get money. That is the whole concept what I had those days. But after those days, 100 hours training, classroom training, my total perceptions actually changed about this noble profession. But but one thing was actually very clear those days, that once till the time I finish my engineering, I will continue this job. I will bring some policies. I will actually not bring. I will sell some policies, and I'll get some extra pocket money. Once I am through, I was very confident that I will get some good job and I'll move on. But by the time I finished my engineering with a proper grade, I had 3 giant job actually in my hand. But by the time I love this profession so well, what I can say, means I'm not. I thought that I actually dropped those opportunities and I continue this journey. And since then, it's almost 19 years plus. I started that journey 2003, and I'm continuing this journey. Uh, I have finished my mechanical engineering. I have done MBA. Means after completion of my engineering, once I actually decided to do this, then I have actually done. I have completed so many professionals certifications course or education. But I have not changed my focus to actually shift or jump into some other profession.
So you are
So
also an
this
MBA in marketing, right?
yeah, I'm MBA in marketing, and then I have done CFGP. I have done Loma first level also, and IRD and AMP license automatically I have. So this is my background, sir. Briefly, if
Very
I
good.
say.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
That's a very nice, phenomenal, way in which you have grown. I think basically you are, Saurav, you are one of the very, very, I can say the most luckiest person. I wouldn't say luckiest, but I think you are one of those very few people who chose this profession by choice. And I have come across thousands and lakhs of agents, probably advisors who have never actually chosen it as a choice, as a profession, including myself. When I became an advisor, I was actually forced into it. And then, of course, I started loving it. But I think you have this very good, background in terms of you joined it as your choice, and that is one of the distinguishing features which actually keeps you or makes you apart from all other people. Now,
Thank
how
you.
did you come to know about my personal coaching services, and what made you decide to take up this, because personal coaching is definitely a very costly affair. Why did you decide it?
Yes, sir. I actually I joined 2022 August 22, right, sir? Uh, Before that, if I say almost 3-4 years, I had a very rough patch. Yeah, collecting 30, 40 or 50 lakhs premium is not a big deal. But the problem is that my personal and professional growth was not happening. I was not happy. But once I do I had a self realization, and then I contact one of my mentor, long time mentor, Mr. Rajesh Wale, who is a friend of yours. So every time I face challenges, he is my person with whom I actually discuss everything. So I was discussing this. What are the challenges, unique challenges, what I was facing? So those demands, so once I actually disclose everything, he actually passed your number, and he told he is the person, contact him. Probably you will be able to help you. So then I send a WhatsApp message to you, and you actually given me an appointment. And almost, I think our first conversation over the phone was not less than half an hour, 45 minutes. He was traveling from one place to other place. And during that time, we had a conversation. And the conversation, when you listen everything, my unique problems, and the kind of confidence you had given me that day, I actually signed up. I don't mind what will be the fees of the coaching, but I have decided that I am going to do it. Basically, sir, I spend a lot of money for trainings, to get training, to get some kind of coaching or something, because I spend it's a kind of investment what I do for my upgradations. So what I can say, this is the ultimate upgradations what I got once I actually connected with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Saurav, what is it, what were your initial expectations? So when you joined personal coaching, there were some personal expectations that you had. So what were those expectations that you had when you joined personal coaching?
Sir, as I told, doing MDRT or collecting 40-50 lakhs rupees premium, it was become a habit for me. But as I told you, my business growth or my professional and personal growth was not happening. Okay. So my business, my career was not going to the next level. What means I had a dream. I have set a dream. I have set up goals. That was not happening. So my initial expectation was I should take my business to the next level. So that means I wanted somebody to hold my hand very tightly, so guide me properly, because if I say around 4-5 months back or 6 months back, I was a very disciplined guy. It is not that true. So
So you said you are disciplined, or you
I
said
was
you
not,
were
I was not very disciplined. That's what I'm
very
telling.
Okay, so you are not very disciplined.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. 7-8 months back, if I say it's my actually honest confession that I was not very disciplined, and that you know better than anybody else, right? So if I complete this question in a sentence, that I wanted somebody who can hold my hand tightly, who can guide me personally and professionally, and that was my actually expectation from this coaching
Right.
services.
So how did the coaching session help you to improve your skills and knowledge in the life insurance industry? What exactly, happened?
Sir, once I connected with you, after initial few sessions, the guidance what you have given me, my focused area actually shifted. I started focusing more on prospecting. I started focusing on calling, closing the sales rather than anything else. Uh, I used to keep my data and all in a very staggered manner. It was not actually
Haphazard. Basically, it
yes,
was in a haphazard. Yeah.
haphazard manner. I was not actually very systematically, I was not managing. But once you have given me the tool to manage the data properly, it's become a habit. It's become a routine for me. So now I kept the record of all the meetings, all the calls, all the sales, whatever I have done. And this is helping me to actually grow. If I come to the next point, it is about the goal setting and goal gap map, the tool what you have given me. It's giving actually, once I actually put the data, it's given me a clear picture that how much I have already achieved and how much I have to achieve now. Once how much work I have to do. So that is also a unique system what you have given me. Then you have actually realized me that goal means goal setting and working on the result based monitoring or activity based monitoring. You have actually given me the differentiation of this particular thing, and this is also actually helping me a lot. Secondly, I'm tracking each and every client's sales process. So my follow-up process is actually now is totally in my control. So all this actually increases my discipline and my focus. So this played a very important role in my success.
Okay. What were the specific strategies or techniques that you learned that significantly contributed to your success?
I'm dying to actually reply, even answer this question. Sir, the most important skill what I learned from you is actually 7-step doctor process in selling life insurance. This is the most unique concept what I learned actually. I got to know how to actually people buy insurance instead of I sell insurance to others. So this is that concept. It's a unique concept, and I want to actually mention 2 more concepts here, which actually I learned from you. One is blueprint technique, and the other one is balance board technique. These 2 techniques are also very unique. As I told, I have a journey of almost 19 years but I have never actually learned, or I have never utilized this kind of techniques. If I would have done, then I would have actually in a much better positions today.
Yeah. So can you just share the specific steps, which you took to generate such a substantial premium in just these 3 months? What did you really do differently?
Sir, as you guided me to keep things normal, I have actually kept everything very normal. Okay, and the very fast meeting, the very fast session, what we have, one concept you taught me, that is, insurance is nothing but a business of no. I used to be very demoralized when I used to heard no, but since you explained me that each no is nothing but we are going closer to success, inch closer to the success. So once I actually done this psychological shift of thinking, I started getting a lot of positive results. This is nothing but a key success area, what I can say. Then all these days, I was not actually preparing a proper pipeline for business. So this time I had a great pipeline, okay, and I have actually decided to work with specific few specific clients, and I have actually make a proper list, and I made them on time. I given the exact presentation what they require, and the kind of follow-ups what I have done properly, I got the result. And I was pretty confident that I am going to close the big premiums, and it's happened. And I can tell you, sir, this that means January, February, March, my strike rate actually improved from 55-60% to it is almost 90%.
Good, very nice, very nice. Also, I think Saurav, initially the presentation that you were making to people was very complicated.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
that is also a point, sir. When my presentation used to be very complicated, but since you actually taught me that I should prepare the presentation very simple, it should be clients oriented presentation. It should not be our thinking presentation, means our point of view presentation. It should be point of view presentations. And means basically presentation is nothing but communicating the product to a person who is basically a layman. So we create those kind of presentations, simple presentations, and I got success.
Right. Perfect. What were the challenges or obstacles that you faced on the way, and how did you overcome them?
I faced a major family crisis during second week of January, and I was not able to work for almost 35 to 40 days. In normal circumstances, if this kind of things happen, almost 3 to 4 months time people take to actually come back to the normal situation. But the kind of mental stability I got once I talked 2-3 times with you, and I recovered from shock faster, and I was very within 30-35 days I am very active. I came back to my path very quickly, and this, what I can say, this was a turning point, how to handle the crisis, how to handle any kind of adverse situations and continue working properly. So that I can say it's a learning for me. So
yeah, Saurav, I would also like to point out, see, primarily what happens is, I always say, and in the Guru Purnima also, I've been telling people that you can clap only with 2 hands, you can't clap with 1 hand. So however good or excellent coach you have, but unless you actually follow up and, really work on the strategies and the ideas that are given, it doesn't work. So one of the things that I have to really compliment you is the way you really, took the things and really implemented. Of course, I remember first 2-3 months, it was very difficult for me to get you pinned down to a certain thing, because it was, something that you are a very, a different kind of person, not really, into that routine or kind of, very systematic way of working. But once you got into the track, and then, I found you very fast in implementing, very diligent. And I think that's one of the very important things, because unless the coachee, the mentee doesn't go and, implement whatever is taught, do it very, have full trust, and, actually just implement it, take it and run. That's what, I would say. But for the benefit of the listeners, I would like to just tell you the crisis that Saurav is talking about is really a very, it was very kind of a very desperate kind of crisis. Generally, in that sense, if you see, we are talking about JFM, but actually he lost almost full of January because of that. And and I think it was not more about me. I definitely spoke to Saurav, but I think Saurav also understood the need, that we should not get, swayed, or we should not get carried away by whatever happens while you handle your crisis. And it's not that the crisis got over. The crisis has overflowed even into April, May, and I think he took another 2-3 months literally to, kind of get over it. But while handling the crisis, also, managing the business, and it was a fabulous performance. I think if I juxtapose this with the crisis, Saurav, I would say we cannot talk about 2 crore premium. The premium definitely would have been 3.5 or so. But having lost those 35 days, and in spite of that, really, coming up to this level is a great salute to you. And I would like to really congratulate you on that. But one of the thing is very important, that we cannot be laid back by, or laid off track by whatever happens. We need to handle it and then, come back, it's like that. And I think you did it, you did it very well. What role did coaching, play in your ability to, achieve these remarkable results?
So as I told lastly that the presentation skill what I had, it was as I told you, it was a very complicated, and you have simplified that, and it's actually helped me a lot. Secondly, the kind of script what you have given me, it was very script. It was not long, because you taught me one very simple thing, that spend a specific time with a client, not too much time. Then client also will be they will also go to the very relaxed mode. You have to show your client that you are very busy. You finish this meeting and you have to rush to another meeting. You don't have all the day to actually spend with him or her. This is one more point what I just want to add. Secondly, you actually taught me that my presentations should be client oriented. My presentation should be from their mindset point of view, their psychological point of view. So those few things actually I follow, and I got the success.
Very good, excellent. Now, Saurav, how has your, mindset and confidence evolved throughout this coaching process?
Sir, mindset, as I told you, totally changed after the few initial coaching sessions, because you understood very well that what is my problem, and based on that you have actually started giving me the medicines, what I can say. Okay, and I blindly took those medicines. I have never actually questioned that should I take this medicine or not, because I was pretty confident that what all you will actually guide me, if I follow, I'm definitely going to crack. My confidence of handling challenges actually increased a lot, because I'm basically a very confident guy, but sometimes it's happened that I used to be in two minds. Should I call this guy or not? So you actually made me understand that calling is not a big challenge. If you not call, then business will not happen. So I'm pretty confident about the way I'm working, and if I'm working properly, if I'm working sincerely, the result will automatically come, and that's happened with me.
Did the coaching session have any impact on your overall personal growth and overall personal and professional growth?
Sir, highly impacted actually for my success. The coaching sessions what I had, it's highly impacted, and the way you guided me, the way you holded my hand, and because of that only I had a phenomenal personal and professional growth, sir. So no doubt about that.
What advice would you give to others who are listening to this, to this interview, the other advisors who are looking to excel in the insurance industry?
See, the people who are actually listening, they all are my friends. Okay, we are all from the same community, so we have a huge opportunity to grow. We should have a proper direction. Okay, and if we have a direction, if you know the direction, then success is a matter of time. And as I told a few times, I'm again continuing that we should make things very simple. We should not actually do things complicated. If we do things complicated, probably people thinks that if I use some outstanding techniques or some outstanding presentation, my sales close ratio will be increased. But it's proven wrong. If we keep things simple, we'll get a very good result. And one more thing, what actually I used to know, but sir actually guided me that we should have a small goal. Probably each day we should have a small goal and we should work on it, and we should actually achieve. If we achieve the small goals, then achieving bigger goal will be very easy. So this is a simple actually message I want to pass to my friends.
Right. How important do you think is having a coach or a mentor in achieving success as an insurance advisor? How important is it?
It's very important for people like us. Our industry's friends, we all need coaches. See, coach is the only person who can actually understand our problem properly. They can only hold our hand, nobody else. And see, personal coaching is something where we can discuss our problem personally, and our unique problem will be sorted out with a personalized solution, which can't be actually available in other training program. So the kind of guidance, the kind of psychological and support, the kind of mental support, the kind of personal support what we are going to get from a coach, it can't be actually get from somebody else. And so if we have a coach, if we get this kind of support, then only we can actually move to the next level, we can move forward. So this is a simple thing.
Yeah. What are those two things you would like to advise aspiring insurance advisors in their journey towards success?
Simple way, I'll tell that keep your job simple, focus on it, set the target and set a proper target and multiply the target. Divide the target in a weekly or daily basis. Work on it. Very important thing I'm going to say now, that if possible, please have a coach. I highly recommend it to have a coach. The changes what happen in my life is because of my coach, Mr. Lazarus Dias. My sincere gratitude to you, sir. If I say thanks to you, it will be, I'm not going to say thanks in my entire life, because thanks is a very, very small word. So if we have a coach, we can easily move to the next level. And I want all of the people who are actually listening, they should have a coach. They should hire my coach, Lazarus sir, so that we all can grow together.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah. So, friends, this is this is a very great story. Which is very important. I thought people should understand and know. So there are a lot of things that we do in personal coaching, and I think as Saurav very rightly mentioned, the personalized and customized strategies which are there, which are never the same. I have 3-4 students who are in personal coaching, but the whole way or the whole path or all the strategies are completely different for each. Also, there is a difference in how people actually go take it and implement. But primarily, personal coaching is more about implementation. It's about strategy definitely, but it's more about implementation. It's more about weekly focus, because we have weekly sessions. We have total about 40 sessions during the whole year, and each session is held every week. There is an assignment which is given every week, and every week you have to come back. There is a monitoring which is done on every week. There is a goal setting which is done on weekly basis. How many meetings to be done, how many sales to be done, and this is monitored on a weekly basis. We set up some routines. So basically, thank you very much, Saurav, for having taken out this time out to really share your ideas and your personal achievements and your personal challenges to all of us here. So thank you very much. With that, I would like to say goodbye. Thank you. And for all our listeners also, thank you very much for having listened to this interview. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
sir.
sir. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure always.
Yeah.